Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Lloyd's ASMR. For tonight's video, I am going to be sharing with you my entire candy collection. So, I hope you have both a sweet tooth and a huge appetite for it, 'cause things are about to get real. Now, this entire candy collection is a mix of old and new candy. Most of it has been around since the very first candy shop that I ever made. So, yeah. I mean, there are some new things, but most of this I've been holding on to for a few years now. They have officially become props. Now, my girlfriend, Indie Rose ASMR, recently did a video very similar to this, and it inspired me to do something similar. So, here we are with my entire melted, waxy, smelly, maybe even bug-infested candy to share with all of you. Isn't that kind? So, get your taste buds ready, because they're about to go into sugar overload. As you can see by my little desk here, we have all sorts of candy to take a look at. We're not going to be trying any because, well, they'd probably end up getting me sick. They'll probably even get you sick as well, so we won't taste test them. But we will take a look and enjoy the crinkles and nostalgia. Okay, well, where to begin? I guess we could start with these and then work our way over to these. So, the first one we have here is Sour Patch Kids watermelon flavor. Boy, don't they look good. They actually are pretty good. I've tasted these before, and they have a very cheap watermelon flavor. You know, the typical stuff. As far as the sour level goes, you know, and it's not going to melt your tongue off, but it has a little kick to it. For the whole box, this is a 360 calorie snack. when you think about the calorie count, it almost makes it not even worth the while. Next, we have Mike and Ike Mega Mix. 10 flavors. Ooh. Let's see what the flavors are. Caribbean Punch, Strawberry Banana, Paradise Punch, Grape Soda, Kiwi Banana, Mango Delight, Pineapple Banana, Watermelon, Peach Berry, and Blue Raspberry. Well, that's quite a variety. And they all sound really, really good. I've never tried these before. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Because I don't think they have these anymore. What a wasted opportunity. Next, Mike and Ike Original Fruits. Now this is the, same old flavors. Cherry, lemon, strawberry, lime, and orange. Nothing really exciting there. I mean, they're all delicious little flavors, but they're so plain. We need pizzazz, right? Yeah. Well, what is this? Warheads Cubes, Blue Raspberry, Sour, Sweet, and Fruity. Okay. Warheads has come a long ways since back in my day. I remember there was like 2 flavors really. Hot and sour. But now all sorts of different flavors and styles and whatnot. I don't remember ever having Warhead cubes before. They were like hard candy, almost like a jawbreaker. But yeah, I've tried these before. They're pretty good. Another good one. Right here. Warheads Ooze Chews. And the flavors are mango, strawberry, green apple, black cherry, watermelon, here's one I never tried before. Warheads wedgies. Raise your hand if you've ever given or had a wedgie. It's a whole different experience than this one. But here we have pink lemonade, watermelon punch, and cherry limeade. Interesting. And literally says back here, says eat your wedgies. I'd rather not. Okay, here we have Warheads cubes, sweet, sour, and fruity. But they're different. Let's see, we have orange, watermelon, blue raspberry, green apple, strawberry, and black cherry. Well, there's some different flavors in there, mixed with some typical flavors. Next, a classic little legend. Cracker Jacks with a prize inside. I'm really shocked that they continued doing that. Because if you remember back in the day when cereal boxes used to give prizes, and then poof, the generosity has gone out the window. But these guys, even though the prize is a piece of junk, they still give a prize. These things have been around for what seems to be forever. And they're actually pretty good. If you're a popcorn caramel fan. And peanuts, apparently. Now me, popcorn, yeah. It's kind of bland. And not really something that I would go out of my way to purchase or eat. Unless I'm at the movie theater. Then it's kind of a must. Okay, next, let's take a look at our candy bar collection. And we have quite a few of those. crunchy goodness. Go nuts. I wish I could have. This is one of the candy bars I've had around for quite some time now. Let's see, is there a date on it? 2022. That is an old candy bar, but not as old as some. Now, here's something different. Landmark Confections Dark Chocolate Raspberry Cream Filled. I'll bet you that's really good. And this, I think somebody sent me this from overseas. Same thing with that Cadbury one I just showed you. And this one too. Because we don't have these. Oh, we have Cadbury, but nothing like this. This is Cadbury Dairy Milk Marvelous Creations with jelly popping candy. Next up, one of my favorite chocolate companies, Lindt Classic Recipe Cookies and Cream. Now, I'm not a fan of chocolate that has hard chunks of stuff in it. It kind of takes away from the experience, if you know what I mean. The two different textures just, it doesn't mesh well with me. But I love Lindt chocolate. It's an amazing, melt in your mouth, creamy as cream type of chocolate. It's amazing. Up next, Hershey's Symphony Bar, creamy milk chocolate, almonds, and toffee chips. Now, for some odd reason, when I was younger, I could have sworn that this was just milk chocolate without the toffee and the almonds and all that. I could be wrong, but it used to be one of my favorites when I was like, oh gee, I don't know, a preteen, maybe younger than that. I forget, but it is pretty good either way. Up next, the Mr. Good Bar. Now this is a chocolate candy with peanuts. This one is also from 2023. Wow. And Best Buy 2023. So, here we have the Nestle Crunch Bar. Another one of my favorites when I was a kid. I think I had phases in regards to chocolate. Because for a while I was obsessed with Crunch Bars. Then I was also obsessed with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Milky Way. I went through like phases. And I wouldn't eat anything but that one, you know. But yeah. Creamy chocolate, or creamy milk chocolate with crisped rice. Now, take a look at this big beast. This one is broken, melted, and who knows what else. But this one expired in 2022. It's the Heath Bar. Milk chocolate English toffee bar. I've never tried this, but it sounds pretty good. All right. Now, I don't see an oh. No, that's not an expiration date. But anyhow, the Milky Way. These are absolutely fantastic. It is creamy caramel, smooth nougat, covered in a delicious milk chocolate. Good stuff. I never really got into, which is strange, but that's how it goes. Peanuts, caramel, and nougat, the Snickers bar. Yes, I've tried these before, but it's just, there's too much going on for me. But they are good, don't get me wrong. Up next we have a classic. The Chocolate Lovers Bar. Oh. So if you like chocolate, the bar none is going to satisfy your little chocolate cravings. It's a chocolate wafer with peanuts and coated in a pure milk chocolate. Now, this candy bar always reminds me of the Nickelodeon show, Hey Dude. I don't know how many of you know of that show, ones that do. I don't know how much you remember it, but as a kid, I used to watch that show. Same thing with many other ones. Maybe eventually I'll have to do a video talking about these shows. But until then, let's continue with the candy. I think the aroma is like leaking through the package. I can smell like a very dusty, dank chocolate. Well, that's a shame. What is this? Oh. Another one of my favorites. Mounds. Dark chocolate and coconut. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of dark chocolate, but I'll make an exception with this. I wish, though, it would be milk chocolate. But in order to get that, you have to get the almond joy, and I don't really care for the almond on top. I usually spit that thing out. Like yesterday's news. But yeah. Okay. Next we have Twix. Now, which Twix are you? I'd like to know. Me? I like both. Duh. I can't believe they even came up with such a stupid thing. And then they were even selling Twix candy bars under the impression that it's either a right Twix or a left Twix. It's like really? Twix is Twix. Doesn't matter what side it is. It's a candy bar. It's not like they're labeled like a box, you know. This way up or whatever, right side up or something like that. But yeah, anyhow, it's a crunchy cookie, delicious caramel cookie bar covered in milk chocolate. One cookie is 110 calories. Up next, the 100 grand bar. Rich caramel, milk chocolate, and crispy crunchies. Now, doesn't that look good? I forget the historical story about this, but it was like originally called 100,000 grand or 100,000 bars. I don't know. But yeah, I have tried this. It's pretty good, but can be a little hard on the gums. to start using that now. Crispy Crunchies. Next. And this you may recognize from the original Beetlejuice. The Zagnut bar. Crunchy peanut butter candy coated in toasted coconut. I have tried it and it is pretty darn amazing. Another good one. Butterfinger. Bart Simpson's favorite. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. Butterfinger. Don't lay a finger on my Butterfinger. But yeah, this is some good stuff. It's quite, tooth-shattering and jaw-locking, but it's delicious. It makes good crinkle sounds. Now we go with some vintage style. These right here are pretty delicious. They're called ice cubes. Moritz 5 iced chocolate. I've tried these and they're really good. I was surprised because I thought they'd be like meh. Like kind of like that cheap Easter chocolate you can buy. It looks delicious, but tastes like bung. No, not with this. This is really good. It melts in your mouth as soon as you put it in. It's real soft, almost to the point where when you touch it, it starts melting. And it kind of feels like and it's not like a hard chocolate. It's like really soft. You can press it in. Good stuff. Up next, we have the Charleston Chews. It says try frozen on both of them. I've never tried them frozen. Actually, I've never tried them at all. But I've heard a lot about them. One is chocolatey. The other one is vanilla. Sounds pretty dope. I'm not exactly sure how long these have been around, but just by the style and the knowledge, I do know that they've been around. They've probably been around for quite some time. Here we go. Alright, so the vanilla one says, Man Lloyd's Reese's collection. I used to have more, but he ate them. He ate the Reese's sticks. He ate a couple of the ones, so we don't have everything, but we have quite a bit. Let's check it out. Okay. First is the Mallow Cup. This has been around for ages. I think like since the 1800s or something like that. But it's a whipped cream cinder in a milk chocolate cup. Reese's, if you're watching, how come you haven't made a Reese's peanut butter and fluff cup yet? You did the jelly, which we'll be taking a look at. But where's the fluff? These are like the three first ones. It's like the first three mashups that you should have done. It's common sense. But anyhow, we haven't gotten to Reese's yet. But this is made by Boyer, and they are absolutely amazing. I kid you not. If you haven't tried them, do it. It is a taste bud altering experience. Okay, next, and this is from, I think, Easter. Spring Sprinkles Big Cup. It has like mini sprinkle things in it. Looks like Easter eggs. I've never tried it. I kept it for, a prop. Next, one of Old Man Lloyd's favorites. The Reese's Fast Break. These chocolate bars are phenomenal. They really are. And it's a pretty thick bar. It has milk chocolate, peanut butter, and nougat. You can see right here. See the nougat at the bottom. That's with the peanut butter, then coated in milk chocolate. Now for the cup collection. Here we have Reese's PB&J Grape Jelly. I was not a fan of the grape jelly, but some of you might. I don't know if they have these anymore, but if they do, go ahead and grab yourself one and try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think, or if you've already tried it, feel free to tell me what you thought of it. Reese's peanut butter cup with Reese's Puffs. It's not bad. The texture, it kind of, well, when you bite into it, it kind of hurts your gums a little bit. Same thing with some of these other ones here. But it is good. It is really good. As you can see, it has all the little puff balls in it. Then we have the Reese's peanut butter cup with Reese's Pieces inside, all up in there. And I'll tell you what, I bit down on this and kind of give me chills. You know, when you like bite down on something and it rubs up against your teeth and makes that weird sound and feeling. Yeah. I didn't care for it too much. Now, one that I do enjoy is this one here. The Reese's Chocolate Lava Big Cup. This is amazing. It really is. It's milk chocolate and peanut butter with a kind of like almost like a chocolate syrup inside. That's what it is pretty much. It's like Hershey's chocolate syrup for on ice cream. So don't let them tell you that it's some big secret recipe. This one is also quite exquisite. The Reese's Caramel Big Cup. Milk chocolate with peanut butter and caramel. It's pretty good, but I prefer the lava cup over this one. And the last Reese's we have is, in my personal opinion, the better of the two PB&Js. Strawberry. This one I can tolerate more. The grape one just, I've never been a huge fan of grape jelly in the first place. Blech. But this one's dope. It's got some good strawberry jam in there. It's pretty good. Alright, let's move on to these and get this out of the way, because then I have a whole set of other candies to go over. Alright, these are actually quite surprisingly good. Okay. One would think, this is way too novelty to even taste like it, but actually, they fried chicken. Almost like a little rotisserie. It's really good. And if you're in the mood for some salad, here we have garden fresh kale candy. Look at this one. Pizza flavored candy. This one kind of tastes more like oregano and pizza spices more than it tastes like pizza. But yeah. Ketchup candy. Now, one thing, I don't know if they have it. I didn't see it. But where's the mustard and the mayonnaise candy? And last, bacon flavored candy. This one is really good. It tastes legit. It's got a little piggy on the back. But yeah, all 6 of these were made by Archie McPhee. And they did a really good job at capturing the flavors that they were meaning to catch. Okay, well, we have a little bit of candy left. Let's get these out of the way and get to it. Here's the last batch of candy. Now this one has been around for ages. I have seen this in World War II MREs before. Assorted charms. Now what these are is they're a hard candy that you can slurp on. Let's see, does it tell us the flavors? No, not really. But yeah, it doesn't tell us the flavors at all. But there is quite a variety of different fruit flavors in here. So if you want something vintage, grab yourself some charms and get ready to take a time machine back to, well, whenever. Alright, another vintage candy is Reese. Here we have root beer and butterscotch. I have never tried these, but I'm sure they both are quite amazing. When I was a kid, I used to be a huge butterscotch fan. I even named one of my pet cats that was orange butterscotch. I don't even know why they still make. I've tried it and it's absolutely horrible. But they've been around since 1847. So, apparently they're doing something right. Nico, the original chocolate wafer, and the original candy wafer. They both kind of taste like chalk. One of my absolute favorite candies ever since I was a kid, up until this day. Oats caramel creams. I love these things. They will probably cause you to maybe get a cavity or a toothache or two, but yeah, they're amazing. And I love that center cream. That's that cream I was talking about. It's like a powdered sugar paste type stuff. Good stuff. I actually used to eat just the white part out. And then I started moving on to eating each piece separately. I'd eat the caramel first and save the white cream for last. I'd collect them all up and then just make one big giant sugary ball. Probably not the best idea, but I was a kid. Two more candies that have been around for a long time. Sugar Daddy and Sugar Babies. I mean, from just being a whenever snack, all the way to even going to the movie theater and enjoying them as a movie snack. These things, they've been around for a while, and they're absolute legends. Now, I prefer these over the other one. The other one's like really, really hard, and just it's not really good on your teeth. You could probably lose a couple. But these are quite delicious. Same thing with honey. That stuff's good. Alright. The last candy I have to show you. A trip back to the 90s and 80s. But I remember these mostly in the 90s. Bubble Jug. Bubble Jug tropical fruit bubblegum. Now, when you open this up, it does not look like bubblegum. It looks like some kind of toxic poisonous powder, but it turns into bubblegum as you chew it. it's quite delicious. Very flavorful for a little while. The flavor duration is definitely better than fruit stripe gum. That stuff lasts for like 5 seconds and then you gotta spit it out. But yeah, it's good stuff. You can hear some chunks in there, but most of it's powder. Okay folks, well, this was a pretty long video for you all, and I hope that you enjoyed. Hope you could find it educational, entertaining, but most of all, relaxing. Well, until next time, this is Lloyd's ASMR, signing off.